What is up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? It is me back again with another video, and yeah, I apologize for not uploading for the past 2 months. I caught a misdemeanor charge, and I'm probably gonna have to go to court to fight that soon. But I got all my stuff taken away from me for the entire summer, which actually kind of fucking sucked. So yeah, now I'm making videos again, so expect videos. I'll try to put one out every single Wednesday. But yeah, you already know. Yeah, this is about the time I took PERCS on a road trip, and yeah, without any further ado, let's get into it. Fuck an intro, I don't got any new music to show you. Yeah, this is the third time that I've recorded this intro, and I've hit the moo-ha every single time, and now I'm fried. So yeah, gonna have a good time telling the story. Yeah, drop a like if you enjoy, and let me know what you thought about the video in the comments down below. Yeah, without any further ado, let's get straight into the video. Alright, so a little background info. This takes place back in November. Yeah, it takes place right before Thanksgiving break. I had just gotten to Ace. I had made a whole bunch of friends. And yeah, so this was about probably my second month at Ace. Yeah, because I got there like first week of October. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. This takes place on the Friday right before Thanksgiving break. And yeah, so I'm chilling at school, and I know I'm about to go down to my grandma and grandpa's house, and then I'm going to Kentucky. But first, me and my grandpa are going to go down to his hunting camp, and we're just going to fuck around and have fun. At his age, it's not really hunting anymore. It's more of just drinking and watching football and having a good time. And my parents weren't there, so yeah, it was definitely a good time, and I had a great time there. But yeah, so basically this starts on the Friday, and it's 2:40. I'm getting picked up from school, and my bag's already in the back of the car, so my mom drives to go meet up with, this is before I turned 16 and everything, so yeah. But my mom goes to meet up with my grandpa, so we drive about an hour, and then my grandpa comes and we meet at like a fucking Walmart parking lot, and I get all my stuff in the back of his truck, and then I just leave with him, say bye to my mom, and then we start driving down to the hunting camp, which is in Spartan, Georgia, which is pretty far from here, but yeah. Anyway, we start driving, and we get through Athens. We go and we eat at this Waffle House that was fucking decrepit. I mean, being dead serious, I wasn't even high anymore. Like, I was high at school, but it wore off. And yeah, we were just at this fucking Waffle House, and I go to take a piss in the bathroom and wash my hands, and there was just fucking dip. Like, it deadass looks like somebody gutted a blunt and then spitted. I mean, holy fuck, what the hell? Spitted. Okay, yeah, they spit a shit ton of dip in the toilet and didn't flush. I was like, what the fuck? But yeah, anyway, I didn't flush it. I didn't even fucking pee. I just washed my hands. And then my grandpa goes in there, and he dead ass thought I dipped in the fucking toilet. I was like, no, because everybody in my family like knows about my fucking, I guess, drug abuse. So yeah, they're all on edge about that kind of shit. Except for my other grandma, she's chill. But yeah, anyway, we get done with our meal at this shitty ass Waffle House. I dead ass thought we were gonna get robbed, not because like of anything that happened while we were there, but dead ass fucking four sketchy people walked in, and they were white too. Like, they were white wearing fucking ski masks, but then they just fucking sat down. I was like, oh, they're probably just fucking college kids. But yeah, anyway, we keep driving, and we finally get to the hunting camp, which was probably an hour after eating at that Waffle House. So yeah, we start unpacking our stuff. Then I go and meet up with my grandpa's friends. And I had actually gone to that hunting camp a whole bunch when I was younger, so I already knew most of them. But one of my grandpa's best friend, he was there, and yeah, shout out to Mr. Chris. He's pretty fucking chill. But yeah, anyway, yeah, like I said, we get there, we unpack our stuff. My grandpa starts drinking. I grab a beer, and they're just talking to me, asking me how my school's going, asking me if I got a girlfriend or anything like that. And yeah, so it's pretty chill. And I start drinking the beer, and then my grandpa starts asking me questions about like if I've like smoked weed recently, which this was like right around my parents like were gonna start drug testing me, so I had to stop smoking weed. But I kept doing other stuff. But yeah, they didn't know about that. But yeah, my grandpa's friend starts lecturing me. My grandpa starts lecturing me, but they like tell me I'm a good kid and everything, which I was like, yeah, I know, thank you. But yeah, then it starts getting time to go to bed, and I'm tired, right? I'm drunk. I've had an old fashioned, and I've had like 4 beers, but the old fashioned like with Buffalo Trace in it, oh, so underrated, such a good drink. But yeah, anyway, my grandpa stays out there a little longer. I start getting ready for bed. I grab my headphones. I grab my fucking music player, like deadass, because I didn't have a phone at this point. Like I was fucking grounded. But yeah, I start listening to music. Then I get a little curious, and this is where the story kind of takes a bad turn. But my grandma and grandpa don't really give a fuck. So this isn't the chill grandma and grandpa, but they probably don't know. But yeah, anyway, I looked through my like dead ass. I'm not even joking. I looked through my grandpa's medicine bag, like dead ass, looking for fucking shit to get me high. And of course, that is like the underrated strat. Like you can go take Xans off your grandma or whatever medicine she might be taking. To be honest, like my grandma, low key, like my other one, she's chill. She doesn't care. I've smoked weed with her in the past, like numerous times. So yeah, she doesn't really even care that I do that. But yeah, anyway, I found some tramadol, which is a very weak opioid. That's the opioid that I tried the day before I tried hydros. I probably will make a video about that. It's just not very interesting. But yeah, anyway, I was like, okay, well, I know what this is, so I'll take it. And his phone was in the room, and he has this old, shitty iPhone. I mean, it's not even an iPhone 8. That shit is fucking prehistoric. I think it's the first one that had Siri. Deadass. So I asked Siri about some of the other medications he has, and they can't get you high. So I just take some of the tramadol, but then I find some Oxycontin, right? So I was like, oh my fucking God, Percocets. Because Oxycontin is the same thing as a Percocet, but Percocet is just like what a Vicodin is to a hydro. A Vicodin has acetaminophen in it. So does a Oxycontin and a Percocet. But, I mean, I think they all have an anti-opioid analgesic, which is fucking acetaminophen. But some of them don't. But anyway, yeah, so I take that. So that would technically be my first time popping a perk, but I was so drunk and I was getting so fucked up off that shit. And also, side note, you're not really supposed to mix opiates and alcohol because they're both CNS depressants, which can lower your heart rate significantly, but I do it frequently and I'm fine. But yeah, I might throw up a little chart on the screen. Maybe not. I'll probably leave a link for it in the description if you want to check it out, because my goal on this is harm reduction, right? So don't be a dumbass and do the type of shit that I do. But yeah, anyway, I'm just chilling, waiting for my grandpa to come in, sitting there on my bed, drunk as shit. And I start laying down, and I'm just sitting there. I'm laying high as fuck. And my grandpa's best friend comes in. He's staying in the little trailer we were staying in. So he goes, and he gets in his room. And yeah, we were talking about some stuff. He hooks up his big ass like CPAP machine or whatever the fuck that was loud as hell. And I start almost falling asleep in the bed. And then my grandpa comes in. I brush my teeth. I don't even remember what I said, but then I said goodnight, and then we went to bed. And then we woke up in the morning. I immediately went to the fridge and grabbed 2 beers because we were going to get up and go hunting, which was really where we just sat in the woods. Like my grandpa played on his phone, and we just sat in the woods and fucked around. But they let me hunt by myself, and they went to their own spots. So my grandpa also, this is where I learned to drive a manual. Like, so I learned to stick shift finally. And yeah, back in like November, yeah, he let me drive this little Zuzu truck. That was a fucking manual, and I actually did pretty well with it. So yeah, shit was fun. But anyway, I started drinking these beers at like fucking 4 not even 4, it's probably like 6 in the morning. And yeah, I don't even get like drunk. I just get a little buzzed. And I saw like maybe 2 deer, but I had a gun, right? Obviously, I had a 7mm 08, I'm pretty sure. And I don't even know what I did. I think I was just too drunk to like even pick up the gun. I was just fucking watching them, or I wasn't even drunk. I was just buzzed. But yeah, I forgot. Anyway, I did bring books with me to read, but I never really ended up reading those. But yeah, so about 11 o'clock, 12 rolls around, and they come and they pick me up, and then we drive back home. Like, which, deadass, it's literally like probably a half a mile. Like, you could walk back there. But yeah, and we get back there, we start eating lunch, and then I figured out we got to go change some of the SD cards in the trail cameras. But yeah, then we also got to fill up the feeders with corn and everything. And so I grab another beer, eat my lunch, and then we start cooking something. I don't even really remember what we cooked, because this was during my like 7-day drug binge, or not 7-day, but the entire Thanksgiving break from Friday all the way to the next Monday. I was fucked up every single day, but that's not important. Those are going to be other videos, because I did get like 3 videos worth out of that week. So yeah, that was fire. But anyway, yeah, so I grabbed another beer. And then I grab some Buffalo Trace, and I just start drinking it straight out of the bottle. And my grandpa's friend, who was a bartender, walks over to me, and he goes, "That's not healthy. You got to mix it into a drink." And I was like, all right, thank you. And then he made a cocktail for me, and he smoked the cocktail like with fucking like hickory or whatever the fuck. It was pretty cool. Tasted really good. But yeah, then it's time to go start changing the feeders and shit. And so they're not changing the feeders, but changing the SD cards and all the other shit I listed off. So we start driving on this little truck, and they're driving, not me, because I'm hanging off the back of the truck. Like, I'm deadass, like, fucking, it's not really a truck, it's more like an old Ford Bronco type of vehicle, and I'm deadass hanging onto the roof rack on the side while, like, on the back bumper. And we're just driving through the woods, driving like over big ass cliffs and like fucking rocks, and like we got stuck one time. But we got to these feeders called bong feeders, and my grandpa's friend like looked at me and asked like if I liked the name bong feeders, and I was like, yeah. I mean, I don't use bongs that often, and he goes, we do, and apparently I think they smoked weed. I'm pretty sure they actually did, but that was pretty cool to learn. But they didn't bring any with them, so it was fine. But we get back after doing that, and we get drunk that night again, and then after that, the next morning, we got up, did the same thing that the whole day. I got drunk again. But that time I drank like I was just fucking in the outhouse drinking, like I was chugging beers. Like I fucking took like 4 or 5 of them. Like these shitty, I drank like shitty Bud Ice, and then I finally found where the Coors Banquets were, and I was drinking those. And then I got so fucking drunk, I was like trying to watch football, and we were having a fire, and it was my job to tend to the fire, and I dead ass forgot. And then I started tending to the fire, and I did too much, and it got out of control. And like I was like, oh my god! And they were just laughing the entire time. And yeah, it was low key a vibe. It was fun as hell. I don't know why I said low key a vibe. That sounded really gay. But yeah. Anyway, finally, oh my god, it's 10 minutes into recording this, and I haven't even gotten to the main part of the story. Oh my. Okay, well, whatever. So yeah, we get done with all that. We got the fire down. I drank a little bit more, but they were starting to lecture me about like the choices I made, and they were talking to me about how to get a girlfriend, and I was like, I know how to get a girlfriend, and they were like, okay, and I think they were just making sure I wasn't gay, which, you know, because they're old fucking conservative men, so I guess I can respect that. But yeah, anyway, we go to bed, and they kept telling me to go get more beers. I think they thought it was funny, like for me to drink them, but then we wake up, and we cook like a big breakfast, and then we clean up, and then it's time to go home, which was, I was going home to my grandma and grandpa's house, which was 2 hours away, like on a fucking lake. So it's 2 hours away from my house. It was actually like a longer time from there, but we were traveling with my grandpa's friends. So I was looking at these old ass buildings and shit that I was like, it was too dark to look at on the way there. And we did go to the incest store, which a couple of my teachers at school know about. We went there a couple times. I didn't mention it before because that's going to be its own separate video because of what happened while we were in there. But yeah, anyway, you'll find out why it's called the incest store. But yeah, anyway, we're driving back, and we stop at this KFC, and this is the only time that I was actually sober for like longer than 5 hours during this entire week. I'm not even joking. But anyway, this is not a flex. This is just like, don't repeat the stuff that I'm doing. It's obviously not good. But yeah, so we stop at the KFC, and I like KFC. I don't eat it very often. I haven't eaten fast food. The last time I ate fast food, realistically, was back in like fucking probably May. That was the last time I ate fast food because I've been working and shit. So when my family goes and eats fast food, I'm not eating with them. I'm eating like what I made or brought to lunch. But yeah, anyway, after we stop at the KFC, like he gets out and he like dead ass sprints to the bathroom. He's like, I gotta piss like a racehorse, and he just jumps out of his truck and runs to the bathroom. Then we like order, and they bring us the wrong food, and my grandpa's friend like fucking stood up to the fucking black lady that cooked us our shit, and he was like, hey, this is wrong, sweetheart. And she goes, oh, my bad, baby. And I guess they bonded over that. I didn't know like he was into that. But yeah, anyway, we get home to my grandma and grandpa's house, and the first thing I do is I go to my grandma's like little stash above her thing, because I opened a drawer and I noticed immediately inside that there was Adderall inside of like her little pill packs, like the fucking 7-day, like you put each of the pills you take in one day in there. And I was like, I gotta find the script, right? So I fucking opened the basket above the refrigerator, and I found the script, and it says take 2 a day, but she only packs 1 into the little pill thing, so I know that she's taking less, though, so they last longer, so she won't know. So I took an Adderall, not that day actually, but that night we were going to a fucking Christmas fucking pageant thing, and that'll be like the first time I tried Adderall, and that'll be probably a separate video. I just realized that I almost told that entire story, but yeah, anyway, fast forward to the part where I take the PERCS. It's been 2 days since the night of the Christmas pageant. I did get fucked up every single day off muscle relaxers and opiates, and I did drink, or no, I didn't take the muscle relaxers then. I didn't know those, but yeah, I drank a whole lot while I was there, and yeah, it was a pretty good time. I mean, my grandpa lets me drink while I'm at their house, but my step grandma, she doesn't know I'd be drinking, so. Yeah, I keep that on the down low, and she never found out. So the day that we start to leave for Kentucky rolls around, and I grabbed, like, I think it was like 6 or 7 tramadol, and I grabbed the rest of the perks that were left. It was one perk, but it was script, and it was like fucking dead ass. It was like fucking I think the highest milligram dose that they have. So I was feeling great, but I noticed my grandpa had dead ass Tussin in his fucking medicine cabinet. Like it was a completely empty bottle, which made me sad, but it was kind of just nice to see that my grandpa is fucking drinking lean before. But yeah, so getting to the part where I start taking the perks, basically we start driving up there, and I pop 2 tramadols, and I was gonna parachute my doses. Like I was gonna take 2 doses 3 times, which like 2 hours after each dose. But I was gonna take the perks like not even midway through the trip, like when we get on the interstate, and we've been driving on the interstate for about an hour, because it was gonna be it was like almost 8 hours to get to the fucking farm. So start driving, and we start driving towards Atlanta, because we were gonna do like a different way that was actually kind of faster, and also there was no traffic, because this was the week of Thanksgiving, and it was like on a Wednesday, or not even Wednesday, it was like Tuesday. So there was dead ass a shit ton of traffic. And yeah, because that took place over the weekend, like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday, Tuesday, I was at their, Monday I was at their house, and Sunday I was at their house, and yeah, Tuesday was when we left. And so we start leaving, and I start parachuting these fucking tramadols, and I start feeling it whenever we get on the interstate. Like the first 2 tramadols, sorry, I just thought someone came in my room, but yeah, the first 2 tramadols I popped, they finally hit. They dead ass hit like while we're driving on the interstate, and my grandma and grandpa were listening to like the fucking 70s music. It was like just some weird ass shit, and I wasn't really rocking with it, so I start listening to my own music. And about an hour after that, we start getting closer to Atlanta, and my grandpa was going pretty fast, like on the highway. Like this motherfucker was probably going 85 miles an hour, 90. Like he was dead ass going super fast. And we finally get to Atlanta, and the perk starts kicking in. So I start geeking. I dead ass, like I was highest. Man, that's the highest I've ever been off opiates, other than like some other shit I've tried. But I was high as fuck. I mean, it was probably one of the most amazing feelings of my in the entire life. And like when I did perks, like at the fucking hunting club, which was technically the first time, I didn't really get to enjoy the high, because I fell asleep before they even kicked in. But yeah, so we're just cruising through Atlanta, and I'm looking at fucking these abandoned buildings with all these graffiti on them, and I'm just like, I'm doing graffiti in my notebook, my black book, like while we're on the way up there. And I was like, I had a couple books to read, I had music to listen to, and I was just fucking vibing the entire time. And we finally get to this Cracker Barrel, so I take 2 more tramadol as soon as we get there, and we go in the Cracker Barrel, and I'm just hungry. Like these fucking perks made me hungry as shit. And I wasn't even mad. Like they didn't make me mad. Like opioids, I get kind of like a little rage while I'm on them. Like I just get like kind of mad. But that's not a good thing. Anyway, I'm walking my grandma and grandpa's dog, and she goes to the bathroom. So I put her back in the car, take the tramadols, and then I go into the restroom at the Cracker Barrel, and I'm just looking at myself in the mirror, and my eyes are kind of getting a little red, but I think it's fine. So like I just get some cold water on them and press down for like a little compress, and then I go to the table, I order my food, and I ate a lot of food. And I remember, like, I bagged some of my grandma and grandpa's leftovers up, and I put them in the car so the dog can eat some of them, and then I was going to eat some of them. And it was like a pancake and some other shit, like some eggs or something like that. And yeah, that was pretty good. So after we leave there, I don't even remember. We get to Chattanooga, right? And I don't really remember where this Waffle House was. I think it was like, no, it was past Calhoun. It was closer to Nashville than Chattanooga. After we get past Chattanooga, I start looking at all the graffiti on the signs and stuff like that. And I love going through Chattanooga. It's a really pretty city, and it's got a couple of abandoned buildings I want to explore. So yeah, I'll probably do that, and I might vlog it in the future when I move out. So yeah, stay on the lookout for that. But yeah, anyway, we get to Nashville, and we stop at this racetrack, and I had a Trump hat on. I know my hair was like really fucked up at this point, so like I was just wearing a hat because it was messed up. And I hold the door open for some lady, and she does not say thank you. She looks at my Trump hat, like scoffs, and then I said like I said like liberal. I don't even know why I said that, but she like looks back at me like a dirty look with her kid, and she just keeps on pushing. So then I go inside the gas station, I take a piss, and then I pick out a snack. My grandpa just buys me some shit. I was gonna buy it myself, but yeah. He tells me he got me, and yeah, so he gave me some. I think they were like smoothie Skittles, but they were actually good as hell. And I start munching on those in the car, and about an hour after we get from Nashville, we're about 10 minutes away from the farm, because it's pretty close. It's like pretty close once you enter Kentucky, like once you get in the state of Kentucky. It's not far from the border. But yeah, we finally make it to the fucking farm, and no one notices immediately that I'm fucked up except for my little brother. My little brother goes, "What the fuck did you take?" But yeah. Anyway, we get there, and there's already my cousin, my grandpa, not my grandpa, my uncle and my aunt. They were just there. They own a property that's closer to what, like, that's close to us that my dad used to own, and they stay in the house there. And my cousin's fiance was there, and then we decided that we should go outside, and we weren't going to go on a walk because I didn't bring a cart or anything, but I think my cousin was going to buy me one because they have like a little gas station, a smoke shop, so I was going to get one sooner or later. But I'll probably make a video about that Thanksgiving because it was lit, and the Black Friday that followed after it because I did promethazine. But yeah, anyway, that's going to do it for the video. I know this is a bit of a longer video. I mean, it's damn near 20 minutes, and I recorded it all in one take, so I'm actually pretty proud of myself. I am like belligerently high, and I have to go to work in 3 hours. So yeah, hopefully this video will be out on Wednesday. By the time you guys see it, it'll probably be like 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I don't know why I'm talking so fast, but yeah, anyway, that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you guys for supporting me. I've gotten a lot of subscribers and a lot of views recently. And yeah, you guys have been blowing up my fucking DMs asking me when the next video is going to come around. I've had like 6 people message me when my next video is going to come out. But yeah, it's right here, guys. That's about it. See ya.